Right, we're going to do 4 gas tests that we need for this foundation. Let's look at the first one. Hydrogen. What you do is you get a splint and we've got a special type of flame. We light it. Then we take it to the test tube, and to check what gas that is, for example, if that's hydrogen, it will create a squeaky pop. So let me just write it down. So you've got a lit splint here, there's a splint, wooden splint, there's the flame to show that it's lit. You take it to the test tube containing hydrogen and it will give you a squeaky pop. A lot of kids call this the squeaky pop test. So let's just, yeah, and it's got to be a lit splint, and if it contains hydrogen you'll get a squeaky pop. Right, let's move on to the next one. Number 2. Let's look at oxygen. Very similar. You get a splint, but this time it's going to be glowing. Let's make it glow with something. So you've started burning it and it's glowing. You've turned off, you've put out the flame, so there's no flame, but you've still got a test tube. There's your test tube, and this time it's going to contain oxygen, O2. And what that will do, that will, let's use green, that will then relight this flame. So let me write that down. So what you've got here is you've got splint. Let me do that. So you've got a splint, you put out the flame, so it's a glowing splint. This is the word here, glowing splint. You take the splint and you move it in towards you put it inside the test tube, and the oxygen will, this is the key word, relight the glowing splint. So you're going to end up with a flame. It won't cause an explosion, it'll just relight it. That is a test for oxygen. Right, let's look for the third one, which is, let's just say, chlorine. We'll link chlorine to this. Right, so what you do is you get a test tube and you put in there chlorine gas. Then what we do is we get some, it's a general litmus paper. Okay, we'll just go for litmus paper. That there is litmus paper. And when you put it inside the tube, it will bleach it, will turn it white. So let's write that down. Right, so what we've got here is we've got damp litmus paper, and it will bleach it white. So get all these 3 keywords in and you've got it. Okay, the last one that we're interested in is this one. Where are we? Carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. It's important to know this: 1 carbon and 2 oxygens. Right, what you do is you get a test tube and you bubble some gas through this solution that we're going to put in there. So let me get this glass tube. There you go. So we're going to blow carbon dioxide into this solution. Now what is this solution here? We've got solution in here in this test tube. It's called lime water and it's got a fancy name, calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide. So what happens is you bubble through carbon dioxide through this lime water and it will turn cloudy. It will turn cloudy as the CO2 reacts, so it becomes calcium hydrogen carbonate. No, calcium carbonate, not calcium hydrogen carbonate. I'm thinking of something else. So let's write that down. So what do you do? Let me get that. Bubble carbon dioxide gas through lime water and it will turn cloudy. And that's it. So those are your 4 tests that you have to do. Right, that's it. If you can learn those, you're on your way.